Save Our Planet, U.S. student newspaper says meat eating depletes health and energy resources. The Northern Star, an independent news source produced by students at the Northern Illinois University in the United States, recently featured an article that examines the detrimental effects of meat consumption on American society. The article makes clear the relation between a meat diet and two important concerns of the day, the energy crisis and health care. The plant-based diet has been found to clearly have the more optimal energy return ratio, meaning that the same amount of fuel yields far more vegetarian food than meat. In terms of health, the article points out the connection between meat consumption and the nation's top two illnesses, heart disease and cancer. Northern Illinois University students, we appreciate this insightful article that speaks honestly about the importance of our dietary choices. May all world citizens adopt a vegetarian diet for their own well-being and that of our Earth.
Shops encouraged to go eco-friendly. The Food Ethics Council in the United Kingdom is urging supermarkets to save the environment through reducing their stocks of meat and dairy as well as air-freighted produce. This initiative by the Food Ethics Council is in accordance with the urgent message of the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, and a recent report by the United Kingdom's Climate Change Committee that reducing consumers' meat intake is a #1 step towards achieving a minimum of 80% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. What an inspiring and respectable idea, Food Ethics Council. May all concerned decision-makers consider implementing measures to reduce availability of meat and dairy to greatly assist our environment, as well as public health and morale.
Curbing climate change in the Himalayas. First-hand effects of global warming such as droughts, floods, and particularly the shrinking of glaciers are raising concerns in the Himalayas. United Nations Environment Program or UNEP coordinator in China, Zhang Xigang, said, "The rapid melting of snow and glaciers in the past 10 years have threatened economic development and ecological balance in the Himalayas faster than any period of time in the past half-century." UNEP and China's Ministry of Science and Technology have thus launched a $1.2 million program that will fund research meant to aid local governments on making better decisions and adapting to climate change. Our gratitude, China's Ministry of Science and Technology and the United Nations Environment Program, for your efforts to address this urgent matter of our time. We pray that our swift actions can save such treasures on Earth as the irreplaceable Himalayas.
Spain's plants and vegetables are cooling the Earth. Scientists at the University of Almeria have found that the large greenhouses covering 70% of the region's dry province are actually lowering its temperatures. Although Spain, on average, has become 1.3 degrees Celsius warmer over the last century, Almeria province has cooled by approximately 0.3 degrees every decade for the last 30 years. This exceptional trend has been found to be due to the plastic roofing over the fresh produce-growing greenhouses, which, similar to Arctic ice, is reflecting sun back into space. Study leader Pablo Champras stated, "This temperature fall is equivalent in almost 3 decades to 0.9 degrees, practically equivalent to the rise in the rest of the world." Bravo, University of Almeria scientists, for your discovery of this encouraging development in Spain. which reveals yet another earth-saving benefit of the plant-based lifestyle.
Islanded Bangladesh, a sign of changes to come. The nearly 2 million people on Bola, a small island in southern Bangladesh, are seeing firsthand the effects of climate change. Each hour, according to the Coastal Watch, based in the capital city of Dhaka, 11 Bangladeshis lose their home to the rising waters. The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, calculates that by 2050, 17% of Bangladesh will be gone, causing 20 million people to have to relocate. Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Coastal Watch, and all other scientists are gratitude for this eye-opening information. May we all quickly heed its message and act now to preserve people's homes and lives.
Since 1982, numerous offices of the Albert Schweitzer Ecological Center in Burkina Faso have been teaching local craftsmen how to build solar equipment, providing them with sustainable energy as well as income.
A 13-member mountain gorilla family, one of the world's most endangered species, has been settled in Uganda's wildlife park, the Impenetrable Forest.